Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be making my January monthly spread in my big catch-all happy planner. This is the Garden Blooms big planner. I will only be using the monthly spread that came with this planner for January. I wasn't too sure about this monthly layout. It's not super neutral. There's these flowers at the top, but in future months I might swap them out with some wild styled monthly spreads, but I'm going to keep this one the way it is. I'm pulling stickers from the new Happy Blooms sticker book and Color Story 4. The ones I'm pulling from Happy Blooms actually match the Garden Florals planner, and that's why I think they'll be fine with this not so neutral layout. And then I realized that in Color Story 4, there's actually a whole set of stickers that match them, so I went in there and pulled some more functional stuff. This is what I have. I pulled a lot of flowers. I pulled some functional boxes. I'm obviously going to need to get some more because birthdays and all that fun stuff. But January isn't a very busy month for me at all. I'm basically on winter break for the entirety of it. I might even use some fun alphabet stickers to just write winter break because I'm not doing much else. But I figured we'd do a monthly spread, especially kicking off this Garden Florals planner with Garden Florals stickers. And I thought that was a cute way to start off the year on a good note. I'm thinking maybe I'll incorporate some New Year's stickers on here because it is the beginning of 2021. In the way of New Year's stickers, I have these ones from Eau Claire's Creations. I'm not sure if I will still be a rep when this video goes up. I'm a rep through the end of December, but I want to show these ones off anyway. These are these cute New Year's stickers. I was thinking maybe this quote right here that says, "May this year be better than the last," because we all know 2020 was kind of a dumpster fire. So maybe that could be cute in the sidebar, but I'm going to play around with it. Before I start putting flowers down, I do want to get my functional boxes into place, just so if I overlap them with flowers, it's not going to be a lot of peeling up stuff. So the semester starts on the 25th. I actually need to be back to campus before then, just because we do need to get 2 COVID tests done before we're allowed back on campus. So I'll probably be heading back to campus the 18th and then just chilling in my own apartment this week. But classes technically start on the 25th, even though I don't have any Monday classes. I have a virtual meeting for work on the 20th. And while it is an in-person job, we're doing our meeting online just because they're bringing together all of the employees, and when I'm working in person, it's normally just me behind the desk. So online meeting for that, which will be nice because that means I start getting paid again for my job. This one came out of the Color Story book, and I'm not a huge fan of how it doesn't match the others, but I only had 2 of this color in my monthly colorful boxes, so I figured that this one that goes with the floral set would be fine. And I'm putting that one on the 4th, which is the start of Bachelor Mondays. So excited to have The Bachelor back on Mondays. They finally reworked their TV schedule, and I am ready to start watching. I do want to get birthdays out of the way in a little bit, but I feel like this would be very cute down here in the sidebar. I did tear it a little bit trying to get it off of the wax paper, but it's not super noticeable. Okay, that sticker is trimmed so it matches the edge of the page. I thought about doing a floral collage spread where I just put the stickers down the middle of the page and leave it at that. I did that with leaves in I think October. I do like the idea of a collage spread, and the Happy Planner actually shared one of my posts where I did a floral down the center of the middle spread, and I was very happy with that. It always feels so good when people acknowledge the work that you're doing. But I'm going to mix it up a bit this week. Or this month. I guess this is a monthly spread. I do want to quote here. I'm debating between the New Year's one and the one that I pulled from the Color Story book. I'm looking at this, "May this year be better than the last," and it looks like it's just going to be ever so slightly too wide for the sidebar. I could go with Happy New Year, but maybe I want that on New Year's Day. We'll play around with those a little bit later, but I think I'm going to do a different quote in the sidebar. I pulled these 2 from the Color Story book. They're actually from different sets than the one that these flowers come in, but I thought they matched. I like this one that says, "Great things are going to happen." That's a pretty good quote for the beginning of a year. But this one says, "Start each day with a grateful heart." I feel like I've used that quote in a couple different spreads recently, and I'm just kind of repeating quotes at this point. This one also has those green tones that match the leaves. And if I layer it, it looks like the perfect size. So we're going to go with that one. I do think I'm going to layer it into the flowers a bit and try to keep it centered. It is at a little bit of an angle, but or like the typography's at a bit of an angle. I think I got it pretty darn straight for what it is. I wouldn't mind another spot of flowers right up there, but like a smaller spot of flowers. But actually this leaf might look pretty good. I want to trim it so it sits flat against this line and doesn't go into like the monthly part of the spread. So I'm putting this one up here to kind of frame the quote. It goes into this little monthly goals list a little bit, but I think there's still enough room to write, so we'll be good on that. Next, I want to take care of January birthdays. I am going to use some gold colorful boxes just because I'm going to have a hard time finding one that matches these ones exactly. There are 6 birthdays in January that I want to keep track of, and I'm going to start putting them down. This one is for my grandmother. I'm going to white out where it says New Year's Day because I do have a birthday to put on the 1st. This one is for my cousin, and I know you really don't care whose birthdays go where, but it really helps me mentally like think through what I'm like putting on the page to like say it out loud. I have a sorority sister whose birthday is on the 16th. One of my cousins is on the 22nd. And then I have 2 birthdays to put on the 31st, which is inconvenient because it's one of those half boxes. Let's see. I'm going to put one like this, and you're probably wondering why I'm jumping around this page of stickers so much. It's because they're not cut right. So some of them are kind of like just attached to the backing, and I got to deal with that later with an X-Acto knife. I'm going to layer them kind of like steps. I think that makes the most sense. They look like they're on the 31st. Okay, so that's all 6 of the birthdays that I have to put in place. Now I can get to the more like decorative floral stuff. I have another big cluster of flowers, and I'm going to do that down here in this corner. I really don't think there's anything going on the 30th, and it's also a Saturday, so it's not like I have like classes or work. This page is also like 2 pages glued together, so it's double thick, and then this one is a dashboard, so I feel like I'm dealing with very heavy paper in this video. I'm going to take this one from Eau Claire's Creations that says Happy New Year, and I'm going to put that right here on the 31st, just because if I put it here, it would intersect the birthday as well, and this is technically like New Year's Eve, so that makes sense to me. It fits perfectly in this box. I really like the way that looks. I'm going to take this little scrap of sticker and place it right here. This is the one that I cut off of the sidebar sticker. It's not very colorful. It's actually pretty neutral. It's just like green and white, but I'm going to try to build off of it a little bit. Here are some little red berries. I'm going to stick those right there, and then this like purple branch of something is going to go right in there. So I think that added the touch of color that it really needed. I have this other monthly box that is from the Color Storybook, and it says Find the Beauty. It matches the florals perfectly because it's like the same florals. I'm going to stick it right here on the 14th. There's nothing going on the 14th, but I feel like it kind of evens out all of my other monthly boxes. Also, this is kind of like a dead area, so that looked good there. I'm going into the book again. This is Happy Blooms, and I see this one. It is giant. This is like basically like an entire page of sticker. It matches the one that's at the bottom of the sidebar, but I'm thinking I use this one along the side of the page up here. I'm just slowly trying to integrate some more of these flowers in. I'm trying to think of where another spot on this page would be good. Like maybe right in here. I don't know. That feels good to me. What do we have? I've basically finished an entire page, which is nice. I was thinking about doing this one right there, but it's the exact same floral cluster as this one, but just bigger. Though this giant pink flower could be perfect for what I'm doing on like the 6th and 13th. So I'm going to cut it like down the side just to get it flat against that line again. I didn't cut it directly in half. It's a little bit more like leafy, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm putting it here, basically covering up all of the 6th. I don't want to cover up where it says National Sticker Day because I want to keep that there. I feel like that does round out the page over here a little bit more. It still feels a little empty. Maybe washi tape will help us, but we'll get to the washi tape after we finish the flowers. I'm going to place this leaf down here in the corner, and I'm going to do it like over the punch, even though that means I will have to repunch the pages, which I'm not looking forward to, but I think it looks best right there. Then I want to bring some pink down into this area, so I'm taking this cluster of florals and placing it on top of the leaf, but like not covering it up a whole lot. I do feel like this cluster needs to creep up the page a bit more, so I'm taking some scraps that I've cut from other places and just kind of sticking them along the edge of the page. So that one gives it a nice pop of pink, and then this is just a little bit more of that leaf pattern. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world if I put another pink flower down here either, just to kind of bring these two clusters together. Okay, here's how that looks. I'm gonna just take a minute and think about what I want to do with the rest of the spread, and I will be right back. So I was looking through my washi tape and I found these ones that I got in a Happy Mail swap, and I feel like this is gonna be perfect. I haven't used these washis before, but like this watercolor would be beautiful with the like colors of the flowers. So I'm just gonna use it in some random spots. Like it's not gonna indicate anything to me. It's just gonna be there to look pretty. I wanna do it along this section of boxes. I'm not sure if I wanna wipe the lines out or not. Like on one hand, it looks really good when you do, but if you change your mind, then you have white out at the bottom of your boxes. This came in the mail with a different washi tape set that I got recently, and I assume it's like one of those cards that you can use to tear it. That works pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing up here at the top. And this one's gonna end up hitting some flowers, so I'm gonna tear it like not like in a clean line, like on a rough edge. So that looks pretty good to me. I wanna do another one here. I'm gonna have to peel up this floral cluster just to get it from like underneath of it. Underneath of it? Who says underneath of it? Okay, so it's peeled up. My tweezers are kind of holding it in place. This washi tape is actually a lot harder to get straight underneath that sticker. I don't know, I just don't have enough like maneuvering room for my hands. How long should we do it? That looks good to me. I could bring it as far as this flower, but I'm really not feeling it. I think it should be good like to just drop off right there. Now this will get put back into place and hopefully it'll stick. Worst case scenario, I use a tape runner to just kind of re-stick the edges. I've been having to do that a lot lately. I feel like it's just too hot in my craft room and things are just kind of like peeling up, which I'm not a huge fan of. And then if I'm continuing this like every other line pattern, I really would do it here, but this line is so busy, so I'm just gonna do the last line like right there. So I'm placing this one from the left side of the page because of that floral cluster. It's just gonna be too difficult to like peel it up. I feel like that looks pretty good. Normally I'm someone who likes to have like an odd number of spots of something. So like a 5th spot of this would be perfect, but I don't know where it would go. Like I could do like a tiny little box of it right up there, but that just feels odd. So I'm not gonna do that. I also have this matching one and I could layer them. We'll try one spot of that and see how it works. So I'm slightly overlapping them. And for this one, I'm not gonna go as long as I did on the first spot, just about halfway. That looks pretty good to me. It's a little busy, but you know, I love busy. So here we are. Just gonna do a tiny touch of it down here. This one has a more plasticky coating to it, so I feel like this is gonna stick to the page a lot better than the papery tape one is. At this point, I'm just doing all of the washi tape that I already had in place. We're gonna do a really short one up here just because I don't want it to be the exact same length as that. And finally, the one that goes under the flowers. I'm hesitant to peel them up again, but I know it's gonna look best if I do. Now these green boxes are looking a little out of place. I feel like I need some more green in the spread. I do have this sticker that says I love weekends, and I feel like that, well, obviously it's gonna have to go on the weekend. How do we feel about having it like right here? I don't hate that. That looks pretty good. I want to put some more leaves in. I'm thinking I cut this one in half and kind of have this like going up the side a little bit more. I cut it into 2 pieces like as one does, And I feel like I can use the other half somewhere else in the spread to kind of keep incorporating that green color. Wouldn't be the worst to have it down here just to kind of round out that floral corner area. I am back in that color storybook and I saw this one right here and it says good things are coming, and I feel like that would be fun to kind of have on the beginning of the semester, just because like the last 2 semesters, while they have been like not awful, basically ending halfway through one semester and then going online fully for the second one was not fun. But I want to keep a positive outlook. I'm expected to finish my master's thesis this semester. I'll probably know by the end of the semester if I get reaccepted into the PhD program, so I want to keep that there as a reminder that this semester may hold some good things. I'm looking at this sticker right here that says hooray for today, and I think this could be fun over here on Sunday, but for that I need this washi tape to go just slightly further. So I'm going to peel up what I have with the washi tape there, and we'll do another spot. So I said I wanted to keep it shorter than this one to avoid having it the same length. What if I go longer than that one? I mean, it's the same effect. This washi tape is also like super difficult to tear because it's that weird plasticky texture. Now we're gonna place hooray for today, overlapping that washi tape on the Sunday. Oh, that looks so good, and it brings that green into play. So I thought about it, and I do want one last spot of washi tape. I'm gonna go ahead and white out where it says 23, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of it right here. And then I'm gonna make use of that washi tape that I peeled up when I put that green sticker down and just reuse it right here because it is a nice small strip of it. Oh, that is at such an angle. Okay, that looks much better. I feel like maybe I want to incorporate this last sticker from Eau Claire's Creations. It would look really good right here. Is it too busy though? I just feel like it's isolated to have like this one kind of typography here and then one over here and then that one's different. I don't know. Could I put it at like the beginning of the washi tape over here? That's not a bad idea. Yeah, we'll go with that. So I like this one. It says, this is your year. It has to be. Yes, it does have to be because last year was not my year. So hopefully it's only up from here. I'm gonna go ahead and repunch the page and I'll be right back. Okay, January is punched, back on the discs, and good to go. I am excited to plan in this. It did end up being one of those spreads that was like, but wait, there's more. But you know, that's kind of my style and I like the way it turned out. As I mentioned earlier, I really do love the idea of like matching the very first spread in the planner with the design of the planner itself. So I think that worked out perfect for me. I think if I didn't do it this way, I would just hoard the stickers into eternity. So we got that out of the way. I think I'm actually going to make a weekly spread using those color story stickers that match at some point. It feels very like, I don't know, like springy or romantic. So maybe it'll be like a February spread. For now, I'm a little all stickered out with these florals, so I'm gonna leave them in the books. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me on Instagram at CaitlinPlans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. So I hope to see you there. Thank you and happy planning.